I mean, if you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think you would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off?
Right.
Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
Yeah. It's been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
Roy Jones Jr. openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., a moment that even caught Stephen A. Smith by surprise. Jones argued that although Floyd's record appears outstanding, many of those victories came against famous opponents who were already past their prime. He claimed that Mayweather rarely took risks against fighters who carried serious power or posed real danger. From Jones's perspective, Floyd's career was built more on careful matchmaking than on constantly proving he was the best inside the ring.
Right. I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's gonna be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see, these guys are gonna be great. They're gonna start eclipsing and be coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them gonna be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Ari and Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that, you go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought him. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, or 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tension, some beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights, but those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking or dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
And on that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
While discussing the legacy of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Stephen A. Smith pointed to a standout moment from Floyd's career, his bout against a young and dangerous Canelo Alvarez. Smith explained that Mayweather stepped into that contest while dealing with a hand injury, a situation most fighters would avoid, yet he still controlled the fight from start to finish. He highlighted Mayweather's technical ability, calm mindset, and exceptional understanding of the ring, noting that only a handful of fighters could handle an opponent as talented as Canelo so effectively. For Smith, that performance perfectly illustrates how remarkable Mayweather truly is. Even while injured, Floyd refused to back down and delivered a masterclass that reinforced his reputation as one of boxing's all-time greats.
Mayweather looks me in my face and he says, I'm gonna take him out about the 8th or 9th round. And I said, your hand's always broken. You ain't known for your punching power since you moved up from lightweight to welterweight. Why are you so sure you're gonna do this? He said, Stephen A., he's a UFC fighter. He said, and he's a striker. He's accustomed to coming at you and throwing punches. What he's not accustomed to doing is punching while he's throwing backwards, while he's moving backwards and pushing you off of him. He says, I'm gonna walk right into him and stay at his chest. He's gonna have to push me off in order to throw his punches. He said he's gonna be circling the ring. He said by around 4 or 5, he's not gonna have any legs. He's gonna be done. And he said, and I'll just toy with him and keep him around until around the 8th or the 9th round. And that is exactly what Floyd Money Mayweather did.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago. And for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining, I like the one with Conor McGregor. Not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't simply raise doubts about the legacy of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He challenged the very basis of it. From Jones's perspective, Floyd's perfect 50-0 record reflects careful protection rather than pure dominance. He suggested that Mayweather maintained his unbeaten run by avoiding the most threatening rivals during their prime years, depending more on smart timing and selective matchups than on taking major risks. According to Jones, genuine greatness in boxing is not defined by keeping a spotless record. Instead, it comes from accepting the toughest challenges, enduring the hardest battles, and still emerging strong. He added that dedicated boxing fans who closely follow the sport can recognize what he believes are flaws beneath Mayweather's carefully crafted reputation. For Jones, his criticism isn't driven by dislike. It's simply his view of the reality.
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminals. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre SOG Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones, icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT that many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too lightly. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you going to say you better than the GOAT? How you going to say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you going to say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You're a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so. I get it. But Roy Jones, got to understand everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody not looking at it the same way, right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing to say no fighter is better than me. And he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, you have idols, you have icons, you have people that pave the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great. But guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy. And then Floyd said, well, listen.
As Roy Jones Jr. continues to voice his opinions, more people are beginning to see the reasoning behind his perspective. According to Jones, his comments are not driven by resentment, but by the experience of someone who has competed at boxing's highest level. During his prime years, Jones was widely viewed as a remarkable talent, blending speed, power, creativity, and defensive skill that made him extremely difficult to beat in the ring. His career featured many standout performances where he faced dangerous opponents and made those challenges appear effortless. Because of that history and first-hand experience in the sport, his words carry significant credibility among boxing fans.
Roy Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Finally, as the two of these incredible fighters have been going back and forth in the media, trading barbs, trading insults. But as people listen and look, one thing that stands out to me is that you guys must have really forgotten how great a fighter Roy Jones Jr. was at his peak. When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s whole career, you see a perfect career, incredible fights, no losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect for that. Now, specifically about what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to say and the insult that he had about Muhammad Ali, that's what is at the root of Roy Jones Jr.'s problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite how great he is absolutely positively an egomaniac, seemingly incapable of giving other people their credit. If you can't give credit to Muhammad Ali as being one of the top 5 fighters of your lifetime, Floyd, stop it. You know full well that he is a better fighter than Roberto Duran and that you are just being petty and insulting about the man. And I applaud Roy Jones Jr. for checking Floyd Mayweather on that. And he isn't the first person to check Floyd about that. Mike Tyson said the same thing. Floyd is just an incredibly gifted person in the ring, but outside the ring, I think it's kind of hard to find anybody that's a bigger jackass than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Claressa Shields, an Olympic gold medalist and one of the most respected figures in modern boxing, has also entered the ongoing debate involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr. Through exchanges on social media, Shields made it clear where she stands on the matter. She suggested that the best way to resolve the discussion would be for the fighters to meet in the ring. While she recognizes Mayweather's remarkable skills and achievements, she also questioned how much those accomplishments truly mean without facing a serious test. In her opinion, stepping in against someone like Roy Jones Jr., a fighter who proved himself in multiple weight divisions, would help determine whether Floyd truly belongs among the sport's legendary figures. For Shields, real greatness should be proven through action rather than reputation alone.
Back and forth with Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. I don't like the debate. You know, to me, they're legendary, they're Hall of Famers. Well, I don't understand this beef. I mean, what do you think about it overall?
Beef is beef, man. Smoke is smoke. People don't like each other, man. I don't know why everybody act like they're so shocked. There's people who I don't like. Hell, beef is beef, man. And everybody got their egos, and you know, Floyd posted that story where he showed Roy Jones getting knocked out, and then Roy said what he said, and it was like, now it's beef. So, hey, best way to handle beef is to fight.
That's what Tarver said. Just let him fight. Let him fight.
Just let him fucking fight.
We see another exhibition on that.
That's how I feel about all my beef. Just let us fight, goddamn. I want to fight somebody.
So if I had to bet the house, who would I bet on? Mayweather or Roy Jones Jr. if that fight actually did happen?
I have seen Mayweather train, and I was in Dubai with him on one of the exhibition fights. And I tell you that Mayweather can come back and fight professional against some of the best men in the world right now. So
the possibility of a matchup between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr. has sparked intense conversation across the boxing world. The debate isn't limited to casual fans. Experienced analysts, former champions, and major sports media voices are all sharing their opinions. The discussion goes far beyond simple comparisons of speed or strength. For many, it centers on legacy, credibility, and what truly defines greatness in the sport. Supporters of Mayweather highlight his flawless record, exceptional ring intelligence, and elite defensive skills as proof of his superiority. Meanwhile, others argue that Roy Jones Jr. possessed unmatched natural talent. They point to his willingness to test himself against larger opponents, take risks, and deliver unforgettable performances in the ring. As the debate continues, everyone seems to have their own viewpoint, prediction, and favorite, and the conversation only keeps growing louder.
Yeah, I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. look, TMT has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times, but I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has dealt with plenty of criticism throughout his career, but this time his remarks seem to strike a deeper chord with Roy Jones Jr. Instead of ignoring the comments, Jones responded directly and made his intentions clear that he explained that he has no interest in a staged exhibition or a promotional spectacle. What he wants is a legitimate bout under standard rules, without special conditions or compromises. For Jones, the situation goes beyond money or media attention. In his view, it's about legacy and proving a point. He is calling on Mayweather to set aside the showmanship and face him in a genuine contest. No behind-the-scenes arrangements and no playing it safe, just two legendary fighters meeting in the ring with their reputations on the line.
Floyd Mayweather savagely trolls Roy Jones Jr. after recent comments Roy Jones made about Floyd Mayweather couldn't possibly be the best and couldn't possibly beat Sugar Ray Leonard, and he had no respect for Floyd Mayweather since Floyd Mayweather stated that he was better than Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Mayweather savagely trolling Roy Jones Jr. as he's sitting on his couch watching Roy Jones get knocked out by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. And then in the second clip, he's sitting on his couch, very, very dialed in, and watching Roy Jones get brutally knocked out by Glenn Johnson, as you see right here. And Floyd Mayweather sitting on his couch, looking at his big screen, watching Roy Jones get stretched by Glenn Johnson and stretched by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. This is the ultimate troll and savage move by Floyd Mayweather. They're both legends. Roy Jones was a legend. Floyd Mayweather is a legend. But we know Floyd Mayweather retired. 50 wins, no loss, no draw. 27 wins by way of knockout. Roy Jones did the unthinkable, jumping from light heavyweight to heavyweight to beat John Ruiz. But when he came back down, he wasn't the same fighter. What y'all think about this? Let me know. It's your boy Blue. Peace.
Roy Jones Jr. doesn't limit his criticism to the career of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He also measures Floyd against legendary fighters from earlier generations. In Roy's opinion, Mayweather would have struggled against someone like Sugar Ray Leonard. Roy describes Leonard as a true warrior, a fighter who never avoided pain, pressure, or difficult challenges inside the ring. He praises Leonard's heart, technical ability, and his readiness to engage in intense battles whenever necessary. While Roy acknowledges that Floyd is an elite technician with remarkable defensive skills, he argues that Mayweather doesn't possess the same toughness and raw intensity that fighters like Leonard brought to the sport. According to Roy, many fans overlook this reality. They forget what it truly meant to fight during Leonard's era and how difficult it was to dominate when the division was filled with dangerous opponents. Roy's message is direct. Floyd's perfect record may look impressive, but when compared to legends like Sugar Ray Leonard, he believes it represents a completely different level of challenge.
People don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think you would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between round 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Ray Leonard got went up there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hit you just like G-Man. You've been hit. Yeah. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher, too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He get you hurt,
it's over with. They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, Floyd Daddy, they ready to fight that close to Sugar. Sugar kind of did what he wanted to do with Floyd Daddy, and it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen a challenge. Mm-hmm. We know Sugar got one.
Mm-hmm. What you think? How you think that fight would have went though?
Well, who? Floyd and Sugar?
Y'all two.
Who? Me and Sugar?
Yeah.
I think I would have beat him if I would have fought him, but I probably they probably could have never made me fight him because I feel like I learned so much from him too, and like I think I took what I thought he couldn't do well, and I added that to my game. So if Sugar didn't help me get to be better than him, then it didn't do me no good to have him as a guy that I looked up to. You feel me?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always cultivated an image that looms larger than the sport itself. He showcases his wealth, celebrates his victories, and positions himself as the ultimate figure in boxing history. He has even gone so far as to claim he surpasses Muhammad Ali, a statement that has sparked controversy among fans and fighters alike. When Mayweather began taking jabs at Roy Jones Jr., it went beyond simple humor. For Roy, it felt deeply personal. The insults were more than casual trash talk. They were a challenge to everything he had built in his career. Roy isn't just standing up for himself. He sees it as defending the honor and integrity of boxing. He views Floyd's persona as a carefully constructed bubble of ego and media hype, and he's determined to deflate it through direct action. From Jones's perspective, Mayweather's career choices were driven more by business than true greatness. While Roy acknowledges that Floyd faced big-name fighters, he stresses the timing of those bouts. Jones argues that Mayweather often waited until opponents were past their prime or coming off defeats, reducing risk while still keeping the name value high. Financially, it was smart, but Roy believes it diminishes the claim that Floyd consistently beat the very best at their peak. Fans may celebrate Mayweather's undefeated streak, but according to Roy, many fail to consider the context and timing behind those victories.
Not because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what?
That wraps up today's video.